As a chief meaning officer, you got to explain three things to your employees: what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what's in it for you. Jack Welch. Hey guys, this is your friendly neighborhood Smarchitect, and today's topic is, what is the purpose of a Smarchitect? So there are two trains of thoughts, the why you're doing and what you're doing, right? The why you're doing predominantly explained by Simon Sinek on, the purpose of doing anything from a corporation standpoint. Apple is a great example. The reason Apple gave for all the innovative products that they're developing is they just want to challenge the status quo, right? And then the other side of that is the what you're doing, right? So Chris Kubernetes says the what you're doing is important as much as the why you're doing it, right? So the what you're doing is your actual product or service that you're trying to show the world. Without a good product or a service, there is nothing to market, right? And Chris goes on to say that there's only a few whys, the purpose, if you will, that any company can fit into, right? But unless you have a strong what you're doing, you cannot be successful in your organization, right? Now, if I put my Smarchitect hat on, the why you're doing is important because that is your business outcome. Unless you clearly articulate the purpose of why you're building this architecture, there's no value proposition behind your architecture. The what you're doing are the technology and the data components. If you don't have a roadmap of how to execute your why you're doing it, well, then you can't get it done. So for me as a Smarchitect, both the why you're doing it and the what you're doing are equally important to deliver a Smarchitecture. Now, the third component of this is what's in it for you. All right. Now, one can argue this is more of a management thing, what's in it for you. But, in today's world, the millennials are constantly asking, what am I getting out of this, right? What are some of the pros and cons of me executing this architecture? What am I learning in all of these things? How can that positively impact my career? So as an architect, it is your responsibility to actually have a team and you be the leader of that team and you explain every single one of them what's in it for them, what positive results they get out of it. So they are fully engaged and they're fully committed, but more importantly, they question the architecture in a right way, in a healthy way, and ask you the right kind of questions so you can get the right outcome, whether it is a product or a service. So I'm one of those guys who constantly looks for wanting to be informed and needing to be engaged, right? I hope you Smarchitects out there are similar. You have the curiosity, you have the passion for what you're doing, right? Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, please do share it. Hit me up at I am Smarchitect. Looking forward to hear your comments. Thank you and have a great rest of the day.